in the 6 years during the time of former President Duterte. I mean, we can go back to the case of the teenager, for example, that was shot dead by 2 policemen. I know cases have been filed against those policemen, yes, but in other words, it's orders like this that the police were led to believe they were above the law. And in terms of that statement that actually came during the dispersal of residents in San Roque, Quezon City. This was during the pandemic. They were protesting for the lack of relief support then, and that was the response of the president. And a few people were harmed during the dispersal. But we can't get into every case kasi this is, this would be a thesis paper. So ang tanong ko sa'yo, in 2021, former President Duterte said this: if there is any person going to prison, it would be me. I assume full responsibility for the drug war.
Yan ang presidente na hinahanap natin. May bayag, lumalaban. Hindi yung tahimik lang. Talagang pinanindigan niya yung kanya sinasabi na kung may problema, ako mananagot. That's the command responsibility that you are looking for the national leadership. Na pag may problema, sagot ko yan. Yan ang hinahanap natin, Karen. Hindi yung puro turuan na lang, turuan kung sino-sino tinuturo na may problema. Yan ang hinahanap natin, Presidente. And people are happy with that kind of presidency.
So, Senator, sinabi mo yan ang kailangan, presidenteng may bayag.
Yes.
If the International Criminal Court orders an arrest warrant, issues an arrest warrant for former President Duterte against crimes of humanity. Hindi po ito yung crimes for each person for a local court. Ito po is crimes against humanity based on thousands of Filipinos dead. Naniniwala ba kayo dapat harapin niya yun?
Yan kasi problema ninyo. You're insisting on ICC. Sinabi na nga na President Marcos na walang jurisdiction ng ICC. Hindi siya magko-cooperate. Open ang mga korte natin. We have the RTCs, we have the Court of Appeal, we have the Supreme Court. Open lahat yan. You file cases there. Bakit hahantong pa kayo sa ICC? Ibig sabihin ba, naka-small ka sa mga judges natin, mga justices natin sa Supreme Court na wala silang ginagawa? Yung ating DOJ walang ginagawa? Yan ang mahirap sa mga tao na just to amplify, just to embolden their claim na Duterte is a Satan, Duterte is a demon. Yun ang gusto niyo lagi papalabas sa ICC. Why? Ano ba nangyari sa Pilipinas? We insist on I don't know. Anong nasa utak ng mga tao na ito? Bakit magpa-ICC? Bakit? Wala ba tayong korte? Hindi ba gumagana yung ating korte? In fact, Karen, hindi lang ang ating criminal justice system is working right now. Even the legislature is working towards that end. Pati ang legislature natin na dapat hindi na yan kanilang turf yung pag-iimbestiga dahil ang ginagawa na ngayon is no longer in aid of legislation, kundi para pananagutin ang mga police na involved dyan sa war on drugs. Okay, there is no clear statement in their resolution about in aid of legislation. Walang problema.
Okay.
So ibig sabihin, everything is working para mabigyan ng hustisya ang mga biktima ng war on drugs. So, kailangan pa natin yung ICC?
Okay, I think I just wanted to ask you this because you're a legislator. The difference, I think, with the ICC and going to court is if you go to court, each family will have to file a case against President Duterte, right?
Yes.
So, but then the ICC doesn't do that. The ICC only tries individuals, leaders mostly, who have crimes against humanity. In other words, deaths by the thousands, genocide, extrajudicial killings. It's not one case. It's not one family. It will be thousands. That's when you get to the ICC. If you file in the Philippines, you'll be one family filing against Duterte, another family. You can't file like a massive EJK case, a crime against humanity, in a local court. That's the difference.
That's the difference. Yun nga, Karen. Kung hindi nga mag-qualify ng individual murder case dito sa local courts natin, how much more yung gusto ninyong involved na ipasa doon sa ICC? Gusto ninyo i-wholesale lahat eh. Yung individual should treat individually those cases. Therefore, all you know, pagdating sa investigation, lalabas at lalabas yan na justified yung ginawa ng police. Hindi naman pwede i-wholesale mo yan. Okay, ICC sa inyo lahat ng kaso na yan. You investigate. Hindi nga nag-qualify sa local courts yung iba na yan. Binasura na nga sa DOJ yung ibang kaso na yan dahil very clear na justified yung ginawa ng police. So, bakit natin i-insist na i-wholesale doon sa ICC? Di ba? I don't see. Bakit ganun na lang palagi ang iniisip ng mga tao na wholesale sa ICC na pwede naman dito sa mga local courts natin individually i-treat yung mga kaso na yan.
Okay, before we move on to other issues, I just wanted to ask you, since you have been close to former President Duterte, you worked with him in Davao, he appointed you PNP chief, do you believe there was anything lost in translation there? I mean, could it have been that when he said, kill them, if they cause trouble, kill them? Because every time you were interviewed, you always said, no, kakatok lang kami. I remember that. Oplantukang, kakatok muna, yun ang sa Davao, kakatok, dapat ganon, magparehab ka, mag-surrender ka. Ang daming beses yung sinabi yun nung PNP chief kayo. But could it be possible, Senator, that along the way, at the end of the day, the police officers on the ground took President Duterte's orders as shoot to kill. Mura lang buhay. Alam mo yun?
Karen,
Ba yun?
every individual policeman is a graduate of public safety basic recruit course. At sa kurso na yan, pinag-aralan lahat ng rules of engagement, lahat ng human rights violations na dapat hindi gawin. Lahat, alam ng pulis yan. Meron bang gagong pulis na pagka-carry out ng order na shoot them? Meron ba? Tanungin kita. Tanong ko yung mga pulis. Ang pulis gagamit lang yan ng armas as the last resort kapag kinakailangan talaga.
But that's an ideal situation.
Yung mga gumamit na yan ng dahas na hindi sumunod sa force continuum or sa use of force, yung graduated use of force, yan yung mga tao na may kanya-kanyang may mga kanya-kanyang agenda yan. Alam mo na yung ibang pulis na involved sa war on drugs, you have heard a lot of stories na kailangan iligpit yung kanilang mga hawak noon na mga asset, mga ganun-ganun. Marami. Sino tayong alam niya ng mga ganung kaso. Pero ang pulis ka rin basically, alam niya how to implement the law. So, sabihan ako ni President Duterte na patayin mo yan. Ano ko, tanga? Na sisirain ko yung buhay ko para lang dyan? No. He cannot do that. Ang kanya lang is puro mga superlatives, yung kanya mga expletives na gano'n-gano'n lang sinasabi niya para pagtakot lang yan sa criminal ka rin. Pero very clear ang sinasabi ni Pangulong Duterte kung namimiligro yung buhay ninyo, you invoke self-defense, upakan ninyo kaysa naman kayo mamamatay. You would have to defend yourself. Yan ang palagi sabi niya, depensahan yung sarili niyo.
So, in effect, what you're saying, the police officers who committed human rights violations essentially were involved in crimes themselves. They were
Hindi naman lahat, no? Pero merong iba dyan na may background sa drugs. Kaya nga, pinagtatapon natin sa Mindanao yung ibang mga pulis na yan dahil para matanggal dito sa Metro Manila, di ba? Pinagtatanggal natin. May mga ibang pulis. Hindi mo talaga, meron talaga ninja cup na pulis. Hindi mo mapagkaila yan. So, yun na. May mga nangyari doon sa kaya nagiging dirty yung war on drugs dahil sa mga pulis na na-involved doon sa droga.
But right. So now moving forward, President Marcos Jr. actually ordered the DOJ to prepare a briefer on what to do. What are the options in case an arrest warrant is issued against certain personalities? What do you make of that? That the president ordered the DOJ for a briefer? Do you believe? What do you make of that?
Well, as I have said, hindi natin hawak ang utak ni Pangulong BBM. Pero I hold his word na ilang beses siya sinasabi na hindi siya magko-cooperate. I will never lift a finger to cooperate with the ICC investigation. At hindi talaga siya mag-cooperate. Hindi niya rin-recognize yung jurisdiction ng ICC over the Philippines. Ilang beses niya sinabi yan. So, naniniwala ko sa kanya. After all, he is the President of the Republic of the Philippines.
Okay.
So, yan.
Okay, I'll move on then.
Okay.
Have you spoken with former President Duterte recently, the decision to run for the Senate? Okay, some have said this is a smokescreen. Some have said this is gimmickry. But you also, it's a possibility that, when you're a sitting senator,